Inbox here, war reward. Alright. Still not live on YouTube. There we go. I am officially live on YouTube. That is perfect. Let's take a quick look, see if everything... Yeah, it says the quality is fine. Alright, so I guess that I am officially live. And everything is functioning on my end, which is great news. Well, welcome, Epic Dorito. Thank you for coming on by to the stream. Still just getting things set up here, but should be into doing things in just a second. Hopefully everything is functioning. Alright, looks like I'm... There we go. Looks like I got that set up. You got 15 Carnage shards from a premium orb. Congratulations, Carnage is awesome. And will definitely help you with your Spider-Verse team, which you are definitely building. Alright, let's get that. Get some energy. Spending some of my free energy really quick. And I'm going to get into some Ultima 7 for you. Pop this over to Alliance chat in case something comes up. 5 shards away from Captain Marvel. That's awesome. There is some data mines that are hinting at there being some Captain Marvel milestones coming soon. So you should have a good chance to unlock her in the near future. So congratulations. She is awesome. There we go. That gets that out of the way. Now, I think I've got a fair amount of things I need to farm, but let's just take a look at my Black Order, see if there's anything I can add to them here. Yeah, let's try something on Corvus Glaive. I'm going to need some skill gear here, advanced lock cage. So I'm going to get some farm. I'm going to spend some energy right here. Perfect. Not quite as much as I was hoping for. So let's spend another 30 energy. Again, still not quite as much as I was hoping. I'm going to start off with some Ultima 7 as I do owe Dorito here. I gotta launch the raids. That's going to help with that. Alright, well, I don't know if I actually can start then. I technically should have someone start off that lane for me. I'm not supposed to take the first couple nodes, but I can probably do it. Be fine. What I can do is this. I can just say, I'll just let my alliance know that the raids are launched, and the person who shares that lane that takes the first bit is usually pretty quick at responding and getting into things, so hopefully he is. So I'm just going to send that message to my alliance really quick. Hopefully get a bite and get my lane mate to join in there as quick as possible. While I wait for that, I'm just going to pop over to the War Orbs. Say no to this offer. I'm going to open this War Orb really quick. Might be able to get a gear piece on someone depending on what drops. I won't, but that's pretty awesome. I'm quite happy with that. Alright, so take a quick pop, quick look there. No one's joined. I'm going to do a touch of Beta 4 while I wait. If that's alright with you. I know you like raids, so might be a good start. This will be an Asgardian lane, or what I use my Asgardians for. Then down the lane further it becomes what I use my Spider-Verse for. So guys, I can't stay very much extra today in the stream. It is my mom's birthday, and she lives halfway across the world. So I'm going to be on a video call, and it's only a small time frame where I can make that video call happen, and they can make it happen. So I've got to head out pretty much 11:10, latest my time, so 5:10 Eastern time. But yeah. Just getting into this here, gonna start it off. Perfect, and now the spread goes through that pretty quick. There we go. Finish that node off pretty quick. I can give it another quick check to see how it's looking if my lane mate joined, but I don't know if he would be able to join quite that quick. He's pretty good, but I don't know if anyone's that quick. from getting a message on the Discord server. Let me take a look. Nope, no one's joined. So I'll give it another node, and then if not, I don't know, I'll take a node or something. Won't spend all my energy because gotta save it for the more important parts. Also, thank you everyone for coming on by to the stream. Hope you all are doing well. Hopefully got a fun one in store for you guys today. Fair amount of energy saved up. A lot of things. I gotta do some blitzing, so I can do that. I can do pretty much anything other than war. And yeah, definitely get my Dark Dimension 3 underway soon. A bunch of typos and messages sent to me on Discord, so I can't even answer those. Alright, just gonna put that on auto really quick for let it finish my raid node for me, and take a quick look here and make sure that the stream is working fine. And it is going fine. Perfect. Carrying on. Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's less typos. A question I can answer. I think it's there we go, still got that going. Very nice. Very, very nice. Tomorrow I get to record with my first three-way collaboration video. I'm pretty excited about that. I'll be recording with Sunraven and Mr. Free to Play, which I'm very excited about for sure. I'll do a node. I owe you a node, at least. And then I'll try and get some more nodes later on. But I do owe you a node, so I'm going to get you one real quick. Alright, Dorito, what do you want to see? Pick a team. Is there any kind of team-like thing that you want to see me run? I can probably get a node out of that. All Spideys, full Spidey team. All right, I'll run the full Spidey team for today for the first node here. I definitely passed them. They're like way up here. How they do it. Alright, so here the first thing I'm going to do is just attack the Miss Marvel. I'm going to use the special here from Symbiote Spidey. It's going to do a ton of damage. I'm just going to use the ultimate here. It's going to do some AoE damage. Now Venom's going to spread that, which will kill Quake and Black Widow for sure. Now everyone is basically gonna die that's around. So here's the basic here from Quake. Spread some stuff to Nebula. Nebula is now going to be dying soon, but it doesn't matter because I gotta take out this Miss Marvel. Just gonna go with the basic because that will do enough. The Nebula survived, but it doesn't matter. There we go. Ability block, and those debuffs are healing the team like crazy. That should have... Okay, that was not what I meant to click. Hit a button, popped up another window on my screen, but it's fine. Got that closed, and here we go. Some more damage on the Sabretooth. Let's use my special. Remove some speed bar. The basic here from regular Spider-Man, then Carnage can start spreading some stuff, and now I'm going to use my ultimate on this Green Noble, which will kill the one on the other side. That Sabretooth is just going to die when it's his turn because he has a bleed and is basically on no health. Now I can spread some stuff around on the left side. Oops, killed the wrong person. Just another basic there, and that is done. Alright, so that's the note I'm going to get for now, and we can move on to... I'm going to do some Dark Dimension 3 while I've still got a fair bit of time left in the stream. It seems like a great time for me to do it. If I really need to do a couple of tries and stuff, it gives me a bit more leeway, but I usually don't. Yesterday I did though, so we'll see. I've decided that my basis for whether I back out and retry or not is literally if I get the Dark Phoenix special off. Alright, so take a look there. Everything is going fine on my end still. I like to periodically check my own, basically make sure everything is going out fine, because I've had it where I kept streaming for 10 minutes after a stream crashed and I had no idea, and then I realized that it was just disconnected the whole time, and that was pretty sad because I did some content that people were requesting and they didn't get to see it because I already did it. Alright, so here we go, taking a look. Fortunately, we have this Drax at the beginning, which is a little unfortunate. I'm going to try going with the Phoenix special now, but if it ends up costing me the chance of getting a Dark Phoenix special, which this might, it doesn't this time though. I get the Dark Phoenix special, so I'm going to keep this run. Whatever happens with it from here, I'm fine with. I'm going to use my ultimate here on this Drax, which does like no damage. Wow, that's pretty brutal. Go with a basic there. That'll get through the taunt, but then will get me stuck on another taunt. So they're just repetitively going to be killing my Greg for about 3 years. Oh, that's good. Oh, goodness. So how are you all doing? Just having a little fun with the Black Panther here, apparently. Oh, no. Slowly and surely, I'm getting 10% turn meter gain. Alright, so let's start working on this Miss Marvel. I do want Miss Marvel dead as soon as possible. Oh, and that is the other people. Okay, we're doomed now. Wow. Miss Marvel is one of the most deadly deadly people to go against. Yeah, an infinite Greg loop. When Hela first came out, there was the possibility of getting infinite Gregs. And they had to change the kit a little bit to prevent it, because they added the fact that Greg rewinded turn meter like a little bit when he died, simply to prevent that exact issue, because beforehand there could have been a chance where it was just going to be you killing Greg with a Black Panther for eternity. You know, the Doctor Strange Dormammu fight. Greg has come to bargain. And people were timing out on war attacks. Okay, 2.2 million damage, not amazing, but you know, I got the Dark Phoenix special. I am content with that. Making progress, always moving forward, and that is the real goal, I believe. Taking a look here, and we got some people that have joined, and it is not who I was looking for. So I'm going to start on my blitz rotation, if everyone is okay with that, because I need to get some blitzing in. Again, I went out today. Basically, I'm never home for days of like Cull Obsidian blitzes, and he's one of the ones I most want to be blitzing for, so that's a bit of an issue. This is probably not going to go too well because my mercs are not built up very evenly or well enough to really deal with a Punisher. So, oh well, I'll probably lose this first fight, and my second team isn't much better. But then I get on better teams as it goes along, hopefully. That's the idea. That's fine. Wonderful. Thank you for that. I do hope you all are doing well, by the way. I'm getting tired, but it's been a pretty good day. My team is dead. I haven't even touched anything. Oh well. Apparently these are the only 3 I need, you know? That's gonna be fine. They can handle it. They're gonna do great. I'm not gonna win this one, guys. I'm not winning it, but it should be plenty fine. Alright, got a character down. I think that is a complete success. Also, I am on 42, 8 more followers. Look at that. Make sure I have that set up so I can get notifications. Daredevil did not approve of my team. He was pretty ticked. I guess you can say he enacted some blind justice on them. Now let's see if anyone likes this team much better. Mind you, this team is pretty garbage. Could return the favor. I'm gonna try and return the favor. It's not gonna go well, but I can try. Get a bit of a drink here. Good old juice. Wouldn't be able to stream without juice, guys. Juice is crucial. Well, I could do it with pop, but then I'd be like really heavy, and we don't want that. Alright, Hawkeye blind. I'm fine with Hawkeye being blind, as he will make his shots anyways. Just a nice ultimate there. It's not going to do much. Hopefully I can kill Taskmaster. Nope. Perfect. Thank you, Green Goblin, for stripping away that taunt as soon as he got it. Man, can't finish this guy off at all. Finish him off? Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, kill Mysterio. I am okay with that. Well, I guess I didn't get rid of the taunt that time. I'm just going to basic use my ultimate here, which should kill Bullseye, which it does, which is wonderful. Alright, now I'm going to target Deadpool and hit this auto button. Hopefully I can finish off Deadpool in time. And Deadpool revives. And he's down again, perfectly. Now we're carrying on here with the basic. Very nice. Nice ultimate. This should be a win for sure. There we go. That is a win. Not the cleanest win, but a win is a win nonetheless. Alright, so that's nothing particularly fun. I guess I'll go with this one. Maybe. Probably a bad idea with that Captain Marvel. But you know, maybe it's fine. Hey, I've not been able to get on my stream the last few days. How did you do with the Call Blitz and the Black Order team? Well, no worries, and welcome back to the stream. Thank you for coming on by. Not incredible on the Blitz. I got 21 million in the end, so I got like 10 million that night. But I didn't get the top 2,000. But I spent 600 and something, 675 cores on an orb to kind of hope to get the magical unlock, because I did have 3,000 power cores at the time, and I was just going to core it up because I wanted to get the unlock for you all, and I did. And my Black Order team is doing pretty good. They do need more resources put into them to really be a true powerhouse. Could also use stars on my Cull Obsidian and my Corvus Glaive, and some more Red Star love was always nice, but they're really fun to use. I've gotten a win every single time I've had them on defense in war, which is nice. And they're beating on teams that are pretty big and very difficult to handle, so that's amazing. In Arena, they're usually punching up 150k against really tough teams to beat, and I just need to get a little more resources into them before that's true reality. but I really, really like the team. I can put that on auto. It's 4 defenders against 1. If I blow this, I don't know what went wrong. Last night you unlocked the Rock Dude, Night Nurse, and Boomer. Not a very good unlock, but Night helps. Which Rock Dude? Are you talking about the Thing? This team, because the Thing is a good character. He works well on a Hero Brawlers team, so a team with Miss Marvel, and he works really well with the Fantastic Four. Boomer is not great, but at least he is a character that helps you unlock Star-Lord down the road. Night Nurse used to be like one of the most important characters in the game for raids. She was the go-to healer for like Ultimus 5, but that was a long time ago. Nowadays, she's not really a great character for anything, unfortunately. 440k holding first in the arena. I get knocked down on defense, but come right back up and grab first in time. Yeah, they have a bit of AI that they need tweaked a bit to be incredible on defense, but at a big power, it's still not easy. You need to punch down, or even in most case scenarios, to deal with it. Offense, they're just ridiculous, and yeah, I love them. Still have some kit issues that's like just glitches and such that they need to deal with, but hopefully they will. Instead of just doing their typical, oh no, this was a typo. This is how it's meant to be all the time. You haven't lost on anything yet on offense. You hit a power gap where you start losing every once in a while, but yeah, Ma has a few issues. Mind you, Black Bolt still has issues, which gets really frustrating. Because when you start relying on certain parts of the kit and it never happens, it's a little frustrating for sure. Now, mathematically, the way they calculate things with Ma is just weird. Even with the turn meter, when they consider him as one of the Black Order allies and when he doesn't, it doesn't always make a lot of sense. But there's definitely some stuff they actually just need to clean up and not just say this is a typo, this is what it's meant to be. I think that's the most frustrating thing imaginable. When they keep just saying every time, oh, it's a typo, oh, it's a typo, oh, it's a typo. Yes, typos happen, but typos are not responsible for 100,000% of all issues. But maybe there are typos, who knows? I try not to be the cynic, just there's been a lot of typos lately, according to them. Alright, I'm gonna target over here, I guess, and just hit auto and see if this works. I think my team should be able to win it out. Except that taunt on crossbones. I always forget that he does that. It's a really dumb part of his kit. Oh well. Alright, alright. Will he get to his turn? I think he will. Their crossbones detonates first, but that's okay. Now the real only issue is literally the Thanos. Thanos can be a problem for sure. Alright, I should finish off. Well, Thanos is taunting, so I guess I can't try and finish anyone off. Use them to clear U7. I am able to one-shot all nodes except final, which takes 2 shots. So you do just run a full Black Order on U7? Like on all the nodes, you just raid with them. Oh wow. Awesome. I use them on the final boss node, but we're still on the normal difficulty, which is sad. We have enough people struggling with the final boss node that we can't 100% it. I think I'm the only one that's actually beaten the final boss node. But there's been some random RNG the last couple of days that have been pretty brutal on the last couple of nodes. But the rest of the raid is just so easy. Oh, for the difference between what U7 used to be and what it is now. But I do use Black Order on the final boss node, And my power level, they don't beat the node, but they kill about half the node, which is pretty amazing. And I used them second yesterday accidentally. And I finished off the node after I killed 2 characters with my first team. So they're definitely not bad, but I wasn't sure how much sustain they would really have. So I'm glad to hear that they work well. Because the only heal they really have is some heal that doesn't really work on Thanos. Yeah, the last boss node is not balanced with the rest of the raid, which is just kind of ridiculous. But there's some heal on Thanos' kit that doesn't usually work, which is very frustrating. The regen doesn't always seem to come, and it definitely isn't always healing on his health pool, which is also frustrating. But there's also the health steal, which is pretty great, from Ebony Maw. Alright. So, bit of an update, guys. I have been saying for a while that I will not be streaming on my birthday, June 3rd. That is no longer true. There's a different story about that. I will be streaming on my birthday, June 3rd, but I don't know when I'll be streaming. I'll be streaming when I get home from lunch out, which I don't know when that will be, and before dinner. So I'd assume 5-6 p.m. my time, so around 12 in the 12 in the afternoon Eastern time. I don't know exactly when, and I don't think I will be able to give an exact time, so sorry about that. I know I like to try and give more precise times, just that's what I got. I'm working around other people's telling me what's happening, so that's all I can do. Depending on the RNG, I've had to revive Call once during the U7 node or run. That's not too bad. I try not to revive characters. If something goes wrong, I just switch up the team I'm using, unless I'm literally testing and practicing things in which I'll account for having to revive people afterwards. But once is not bad if it's like an every once in a while thing due to bad RNG. You can definitely still have full heals for that. Alright, so now I'm going to go here, I'm going to use my Korath special and then hit the auto button. And I hit the auto button again because I hit it twice accidentally. And that did nothing, oh my. This is going to be a resounding defeat. And it will be up until I get my Ultimus some red stars from Dark Dimension 3. Which I need to beat twice for red stars. So that'll take a long time. After all, this is taking most of my team just to kill that one Miss Marvel. Probably not right, but I believe if you do it early, like at noon or whatever, that'll be 4 a.m. my time. I was meaning I would be doing it noon Eastern time, like New York City time. So I don't believe there's anywhere where there's 4 a.m. No, you were making the streams that I did around that time a few days ago. I don't believe there's any time zone that is. Yeah. 4 a.m. Where would that be? That would be middle of the ocean if my math is right. Which, I don't know, maybe you do have your own private island in the middle of the ocean. That's technically possible. Most times no issue if they fix the Maw. Heal issues, I'm sure I won't be in. Should we get into plan? No worries, no worries. I try and schedule things around New York City time because not many people know Rome time. And also, I don't even know the name of my time zone here. So, yeah. Have you guys had any packages shipped recently? Like, during everything going on? Because I have a package that my parents sent me. It's actually the first time they've ever sent me a package. And it was like, said it'll be here in 6 to 10 days. And now it's like 17 days. And I still don't have the package. It's really unfortunate. It's the curiosity because they didn't tell me what was in it. And I was like, okay, now I really want to know. It's really late. hopefully it was nothing that was like time sensitive. But I don't know. Package is not coming through really well right now. Curious if this was just a me issue or a more widespread issue. I guess it's widespread. Packages never come through on time for anyone, I think. There goes Punisher. Now I can target Iron Fist. And I can hopefully deal a bunch of damage and take him down pretty quick. I was hoping for quicker, but that's fine. Get a bunch of bleeds. Alright. Oh well, I think I'm going to win this fight, just not as quickly as I was hoping. Not too big of an issue, not too big of an issue. So guys that are here, I've been working on this for a long time. Well, not that long of a time, but I will be getting 50 followers on Twitch in the nearish future. I would say within 2 weeks at most. Or it could be one really good stream. After all, like yesterday, day before, I gained 3 followers. Some days I don't gain any, but anyways, eventually I'll be getting up to that. So I do want to get a specialty stream to celebrate that. Oh, I lost that one actually. Wow. Kind of shocked. Doesn't really matter though. You guys have any ideas on what I can do specialty stream-wise? I would be glad to hear those. Right now, we are working on the one idea that I've got that some people did kind of hint at the way they would like to see is me literally doing a stream in different accents, which would be either me doing the entire stream in one accent, or much more difficult for me, a Dorito stream, of course. I can buy Doritos and just have Doritos with me the whole time. Which would have been either, so the plan was me either do a stream entirely in one accent the entire time, not my own, or viewers get to pick accents as it goes along, and upon choice, slowly and surely, when people pick it, if there's one I can remotely do, I carry on from there in that accent, and if it's not, I have to at least try and see how it comes out, and if it goes really bad, then I can switch to the last one that I could do. But yeah, that was the best I got, unless anyone has something specific that they had in mind. I think that might be the idea for the stream. For some context, I have not actually done it in a very long time, but as recently as 2 years ago, I did perform accents and impersonations and such, amongst a bunch of other things. A Dorito accent. What on earth is a Dorito accent? I will have to research this illustrious, I'd assume, Doritos accent. But I did do comedy based around accents and impersonations, and improv that had a lot of that, and voice acting that had a lot of accents and impersonations about 2 years ago to 4 years ago range. Maybe even going back further. So I am competent in a lot of them, but incredibly out of practice. So, should be interesting. And apparently a lot of people do like accents, but I mean, again, if you guys have better ideas, I'm all for that. Just assume what a Dorito accent sounds like. Crunchy? Cheesy. Do like an over-the-top accent, of course, for Dorito. If it's cheesy, well then you can lay on the cheese, and the way to lay on the cheese in an accent could be making it kind of sound preposterous like this. It's not entirely anything particular, but I think a Dorito could sound something like this. Not entirely sure. It's really hard to pretend to come up with a concept of what a food item would sound like. Who would have guessed? Never thought I would actually be discussing that in my life. But here we are, guys. Progress. We never thought we could do it, but we have done it. We have discussed what accents food groups could have. See, a Dorito is almost like an over-the-top vegetable, if you think about it accent-wise. Because a vegetable, like, it's going to be following the rules. It's got to be proper and such. Well, a Dorito, it's like over-embellishing that. That's what I'm thinking. At least that's my thought, which is insanity. I sound crazy, guys. Thinking about what a Dorito sounds like. One thing's for sure, though. If I'm doing an accent stream, I'm going to need a whole lot of juice. Just realized, guys, I had my fan blowing into the wall next to me, and that's why it was really hot in here. It feels a lot better already now that the fan is pointed in my general direction. So I'm happy. Making some progress in Blitz, having some fun with you guys. Alright, go here, hit the ultimate button. So try that again, hit the ultimate button. Now click on Crossbones and hit the auto. And now they should be able to do it from here. This is Brotherhood 2.0 and they're pretty awesome. They can auto pretty much anything, but it's best to do it by targeting someone with on the outside with the Toad ult and then targeting the person in the middle and hitting auto. So got to do one ability before you auto it. Alright, so this should be one now. Oh, now? You're saving your currency, your war currency, because whenever you spend it, Carnage is in the shop. So you're saying you're trying to spend it, save it for Carnage, or not stop spending it on Carnage? Both reasonable suggestions. With different uses. Let's see. What would you think of me trying to record another video live tomorrow? More talking about basically a viewer question that would wanting of a video. Save for Carnage. Yeah, that's an awesome idea. Carnage is a great character. Again, getting the unlock is a great idea, I think. What would you think of me recording a video though tomorrow during the stream, where I'm basically talking about the characters that spending resources on that have the longest, like greatest longevity in value. So basically, what's my real name? My real name is Paulo. That is my name. I could give you more, but that is my first name. And the P is the first initial of my last name, and 13 is my favorite number. So, not the as hidden of a thing as some of the other people like Valley Flying. Full name. Alright, Paolo Domenico Pugliese. That is Italian. Or English, Puglisi as a last name. I don't mind saying my name. A lot of people have found it out actually from Facebook. So I do interact on Facebook a bit in the community, so you can find it there. So Paulo Puglisi, if you're trying to say it North American-like, or properly Paolo Domenico Pugliese. Full name. Also, welcome. Let me just take a look at the name a little closer, make sure I'm reading this right. Is that Seshagiri Rao? I hope I said it right. I don't know for sure. That's difficult, but welcome. I haven't seen a comment from you before, so welcome to the stream, and I hope you're having a good time. Thank you for coming by. God, I always gotta remember to thank people. Sounds bad when I forget to thank people. I am very thankful for everyone that comes by these streams. It makes, or watches any videos I do or anything like that. Something I never expected. It's an Indian name? Well, I am biologically Indian. Just not technically an Indian name. Well, actually, I don't have an Indian name at all. And I am glad I pronounced it right. I do try. Did the game crash? Game. Please don't crash. Game? Did game crash? Taking a look here. Ooh, I'm getting voice messages from my sister. That's less helpful. Game crash or stream crash? No, stream not crash. Game crash. Okay, that's fun. Game crash. I know how to deal with game crashes though. One of these days, I will make a complete compilation of all the times in my stream crash, and I guarantee no one will watch it. Just a video of how many times will my game crash live, and that'll be missing like 30 because I like deleted most footage that had my game just crashing. But oh well. I do hope to pronounce everyone's names right, but honestly, I can't see that well, so I definitely mess up just reading things. Came to know about BKT from your video across a year ago for Ultima 6. Oh, awesome! That was a very long ago video. A very old video. There we go, that's the words. I was very happy. You would watch it. Thank you, Epic Gamer. I was very happy when I found that team, and it was great, and I just was so excited to tell everyone because I really felt it was going to help a lot of people. There was a side effect of that video. Well, there was two effects. One, I gained like 700 subscribers from that video, basically, and got 15,000 views on that video, which was absolutely crazy. The other one was because I did one for Raid and did one for Arena. The amount of people that switched to BKT, I went from #1 in Arena after I discovered that team to making the video, and then about a week after the video, I could not crack the top 50 because everyone had the same characters, but bigger than mine. So I couldn't beat I couldn't beat my own team, which was really funny. So, things you don't think about. So I know of some content creators, when they come up with a team that works really well, if there's any way it's going to hinder them, they hold off on it a little bit. I don't do that. If I find a team, I try and share it as much as possible. If I lose a few ranks, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I just have to try and come up with something to beat the team that I came up with. So it's an eternal battle of just cyclical theory crafting. Which it is what it is. But again, thank you an absolute ton for coming by the channel today and watching the stream. Now I would say I'm mid-gamer with TCP of 5 million. 5 million is definitely a good TCP to be at. I'm in the 5 million range. I'm 5.6-ish. So definitely not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, I thought that was going to crash again, and that would have been sad. One thing that I've absolutely loved about this channel is I've gotten to talk to and interact with people all across the world. Different levels in this game, from newer players to players that are much bigger than me, which is really fun because there are people that I know follow me and are watching the stream right now with 120k TCP, and that is absolutely awesome, and I try to be as good help and entertainment for those. And then there's people that I know that watch my stream from time to time that have 10 million collection power, and they watch some videos of mine and listen to some things that I have to say, which is kind of crazy because they got double my collection power and actually listen to my advice. It was really awesome. So it's really just been crazy awesome, and so many things that I never would have expected to have happened with this channel. I never saw myself doing a YouTube channel or streaming or anything like that. And I played the game because, well, I started playing this game really because I was in a really boring class. And I was falling asleep, and I needed something to keep me awake, so I downloaded a game in the middle of my medical school class, literally to keep me awake. And I wasn't planning on playing the game for an extended period of time, but I ended up joining an alliance, and I really liked the alliance, and I got better at the game as I was in the alliance, and there were some nodes that some of the people in my alliance struggled with. So I would try and explain to them how I would get 3 stars on it, and they wouldn't understand just by I would type like 2-3 paragraphs on our Discord server to try and explain certain nodes and how to do them, and it wasn't always getting across very well. So one day I'm like, you know what, I'll just record it. I'll show you what I did. And I recorded a video and just showed step by step what I did. And that was how my YouTube channel started. There was no audio for a very long time. And it was just me showing some minor things, and then people really wanted to hear me talk. So I started doing some of that, and the channel completely grew from there. So I wasn't even planning on really having a YouTube channel, which is crazy. You stopped playing for about 2 months when there was nothing new to do. Yeah, there was a lot of people that left the game for 2 to 3 months, and sometimes even longer, that have come back relatively recently, and it's awesome to see people coming back to the game. Some people still enjoying it. I understand why a lot of people left, but I find it very interesting how many people leave and then do come back. So welcome back to the game if you're recently back. If not, I hope you're enjoying it and enjoy your decision to come back. I enjoy playing, and I enjoy the community, so I'm always thankful when members of the community are having fun. I think that's a huge important part of this. Alright, now I should finish off the Star-Lord actually, but yeah, let's finish off Star-Lord. Mr. Sinister does so much healing, it's awesome. I love Mr. Sinister. He's just a great character with a really well-made kit. Only a couple of things here and there that are a little that hold him back from being incredibly overpowered, because when they first announced his kit, he was incredibly overpowered, and he was the person everyone was expecting to be the Dark Dimension 3 reward. But they ended up nerfing him a touch with just how things actually worked, and I think he ended up fitting in a really good spot in the game. What do we got there? We got, yeah, still voice messages from my sister, which I can't listen to while streaming, so my sister's gonna have to wait. Hopefully it's nothing too urgent where she's saying I need to do this right now. Oh well. Worst case scenario, it's only about 10-15 minutes you'll have to wait. You're waiting for his blitz at 62 shards? Ah, 62 shards. A little ways away still. I don't know. Eventually they're going to do another Mr. Sinister blitz. Some rumors are hinting at him coming back. What am I saying? Him being farmable. That's the word. Him being made farmable in the near future. I don't think so. I would think Ghost Rider is ahead of him in that list, but Strife was made farmable a fair amount of time ago, so I hope he's made farmable soon. I also hope Ghost Rider is, so just a nice special day where they just make everyone farmable would be awesome. Oh, that's not great. Alting before he specials. Oh well. May actually lose this just because of the ability order Ultron decided to use, because I was silly enough to not go alt. You started in October 2019-ish and quit, and you rejoined about a month ago. I'm assuming, by the way you're wording, that you didn't play very long the first time? The chat message was delayed? Let me see if there's any delays going on my stream. Then there would be no whales, only free to play? Yeah, they will never do that. Absolutely not. And I think I would my suggestion would actually bother a lot of people. A couple of days. Fair enough. A couple of days playing, quitting makes more sense than playing for a couple months than quitting. It's easier to quit if you haven't invested a lot of time. Definitely. Yeah, that would definitely be an issue for some whales, and I have some friends that would probably not be a fan of every single character being made farmable right away. But again, to get them 7 stars fast enough, you would have to spend, like, I can't, free to play, I can't get a character to 7 stars right away by any stretch of the imagination. But with whales, if you're spending a lot of money, you can get a character that's just made farmable to 7 stars like in a day or two. You can't do that free to play. It takes quite a lot of time, and by the time you get that person to 7 stars, there's probably other characters you need to work on. So there's technically still the massive advantage on spending, but it's true. Most spenders don't spend for that type of spending. They do it more to get the unlocks and just speed up unlocking characters to get to use them and getting them to a decent level. Now the big whales definitely are just like, nope, I gotta spend everything that it takes to be the top of the game. And I do know some people like that too. So those ones would be spending for sure still. And then there's me. Basically all my spending in the last year has been on gift cards that I have gotten one way or another. Like, I found a Google Play card in my pocket that was from in an old pant pocket that was from 4 or 5 years ago that I have no idea how I got. So I use that on the game. Had a viewer donate a gift card to me not too long ago, which was pretty awesome. And what did I use that on? Don't remember, but something nice. Tadano Mac is the biggest whale. Yes and no. I don't think he is the biggest whale in general for the game. On average, I don't think he spends more than others. I think he was more of achievement whale. In other words, what I view that is, he was a big whale, of course, and he spends a lot of money. But for Dark Dimension 3, just to be notarized for winning that specific thing, he really sped up his spending for that situation. And in that time frame, he was the biggest whale in the game to make sure of it. But I think other times, there are other people that outspend him. Alright, just going to use some of this team right here. Going to go there. Might as well. I'm going to basic again. Double basic for fun, I suppose. Alright. Looks like a pretty big Captain Marvel. What do I want to do here? I'm going to basic actually with Ebony Maw, see how that goes first turn. I can go here and use the ultimate from Corvus Glaive. I think I can wipe out that whole side and just worry my energy over here. Stun Captain Marvel. You spent $21. Very nice. I hope you enjoyed what you got from the money. That's the way I view it. Spend money if you want. Don't if you don't want to, and just there's different ways people value things, and hope you enjoy what you do choose to spend it on. Can I show you my BO after this match? I will get Maw tomorrow. Absolutely, yeah. Mine is not the biggest by any stretch of the imagination. Let's show you this animation though. If I get the special animation, this is going to be really worth slowing down, but I don't think... Oh, yes. There's the special animation, guys. Thanos just snapped. And honestly, that alone is worth it for this team. That is an amazing animation. You got Quake and Random Orbs? Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I will show you my full Black Order team, character by character, and you will see I have some strong points and some weak points with what I have on that team. First off, looky here, we got Thanos. Thanos would be a strong point. He is built up pretty well, tier 13, level 77, 6775 abilities, 7 stars, 4 of them red, 76,000 power. Pretty awesome character. I will be doing his basic eventually because it actually turns out to be really helpful on this team, which I never thought. And now let's go over to Black Order so you can see the Black Order team themselves. My biggest one is Ebony Maw. He is 62k, 6 stars, 3 of them red, 6775 abilities, tier 13. So pretty similar to my Thanos the way he's built, just 1 less star, 1 less red star. Then we've got Proxima Midnight, who is actually just level 75, 6664, tier 13. 1 gear piece away from tier 14, which is literally just damage catalysts away. I keep spending them elsewhere. I'm planning on getting her up for Dark Dimension 3 because she's one of the better skill characters in the game, and I needed a skill character and I needed more cosmic characters, so it kind of just fits. She's 4 stars, 2 of them red, 52,000 power. Then we got Corvus Glaive, 6665, tier 11, not too far from tier 12, 3 stars, all of them red. Level 70, don't remember if I said that, 41,575. He can use some more gear to get him a little more survivability. Also, he and Proxima Midnight are going to be getting, all these characters will be getting more T4 abilities down the road. Then I've got Cull Obsidian, 6665, tier 11, level 70, 3 stars, all of them red, but I got a bunch more red stars I would love to fill out on him for 40,000 power. This guy is awesome. If you get big red stars and big stars on this character, your team gets so much better, so much quicker. I don't like that he is my weakest, so I'm definitely going to be trying to get him built up however I can. He's a pretty great character. Counterattacks can be deadly when he is built up. Mine is built up, but not for the power of the rest of the team and the teams I'm going against right now. So that's my Black Order. Hope that helps. They're a pretty fun team. If you are wanting to test anything, or anyone wants to test anything at all, let me know, because I will be glad to do some PvP for that. And I don't actually have much time today for that, so I probably could do one if there is a quick PvP challenge. But other than that, I come back any day, roughly at this time, or technically 23 hours from now, and every day that time. I do stream for about an hour every single day, and you can challenge me to PvP, and we will do either battle or matchup testing, depending on what you want to do. You would just have to let me know and have some fun. You can learn how some teams work and how some things go, and some stuff like that. So I'm going to actually do this last Blitz battle here, and I'm going to put this on auto, and I'm going to look to see, because I had a story time written down for you guys, because you know I like to end on stories, because stories are fun. Let me try that again. I'm going to click auto. And let's see, what is my story time for today? That is a story. That is a video script. That is not a story. Let's try that again. Story time. Yes, I do have a story time for you guys today. So I will finish off on story time, and yeah. So not too much left in the stream, because I do have to get on a video call to wish my mom a happy birthday. So let's take a quick look at see who else is streaming, so I know where I can send you guys afterwards. Here, looks like we have quite a few live channels. Oh yeah. And I know some of these. Awesome. Perfect. I have a place to send you guys afterwards. But here we go. Story time, story time, story time. Today I'm telling a bit of a story that mostly involves a bit of a difference between my life in Italy and my life in North America. And it is all about the ability to bring food into places. What do I mean by that? Well, in North America, you go to a movie theater, if you want to bring food in, you are smuggling that food in. Like, I've got tons of examples. Whenever I go to a movie with my mom, oh, there's another person streaming, okay. My mom buys some pop at like the dollar store, and she'll hide that in her purse. She'll get like licorice or Twizzlers and hide that in her purse, any candy or popcorn. She's hiding all that stuff in her purse, and we're going in, and I'm like putting stuff in my coat pocket, because movie theater prices are expensive, but you can't bring outside food. You go to a sporting game, you definitely can't get food in there. I once tried to board an airplane, and I tried to smuggle like 6 jelly beans onto the plane. 6. Because I just didn't finish them by the time I got to security. And they like frisk searched me and they found these jelly beans and they're like, you can't do this. This is really illegal. And they like throw the jelly beans out and I was like, I was hungry. I just wanted 6 jelly beans. But here in Italy, no. But like, it's not the same. I mean, I went to back a few years ago when the movie Rogue One came out, Star Wars, the second new Star Wars movie, Rogue One. We had just gotten out of an arcade and we won Pixie Sticks. I know, like, yesterday's story involved me choking on Pixie Sticks. I like Pixie Sticks, okay? We had won some of these, and I tried to walk into the movie theater with my tickets for, like, the midnight premiere of Star Wars, and he's like, no, you can't go in with those Pixie Sticks. You have to get rid of those. I'm like, I just won them 2 seconds ago. What do you mean? I can't bring my Pixie Sticks into this movie theater. No, you can't bring them. So I had to, like, walk out of his view and, like, shove these Pixie Sticks into, like, my... like, not in my pockets because that's too obvious. So I put them like on like the side hip, underneath my like pants and underneath my shirt. So it's just like, and I'm just standing there like this, walking like a penguin to hide all the Pixie Sticks that I'm smuggling in, because they're not gonna like make me lift up my shirt to show these Pixie Sticks. So I had to smuggle Pixie Sticks in to go watch Star Wars. But you come here to Italy, you don't need to do this. We went to a soccer game at Stadio Olimpico, the Olympic Stadium here in Rome. And we're like trying to figure out how to get food, and there's this really cheap sandwich place right outside. I'm like, I would love to get a sandwich there, but you can't bring it in. Like, and White Scarf is like, what do you mean you can't bring it in? You can't bring outside food and drinks into sporting events. You'd get shot in the North America for that. Like, it's illegal. You don't do that. You really can't. You just can't do it. And so we go in and we buy the food, which is actually pretty cheap in Italy at sporting events even. And then the next thing you know, there's someone like in front of us a couple rows eating like a lasagna in Tupperware. He's just sitting down eating his food that he brought from home. Someone else is eating like another plate of pasta. Someone's eating a pizza they got at another restaurant. I was like, what on earth is this? You can bring food in? And you can. So went to a movie theater. We brought a McDonald's bag in because we got McDonald's on the way for like some French fries, and for a little time here they sold like deep fried little mini pizzas at Panzerotti's. So we brought some mini Panzerotti's in, and you just walk right in front of them. You can show the security person and just walk in holding this food from outside places, and they're just like, yeah, come on in, it's fine, yep, you're good, don't worry about it, come on in. I'm like, oh, okay, you can bring outside foods and drinks. This is insane. But nothing beats this fact. This is a fact about White Scarf. When I was telling her about my smuggling stuff I got in trouble for smuggling jelly beans on an airplane. She's like, oh, when I flew back home from France to Italy here, I had a whole baguette. So, and they saw the baguette and they said that's fine. And apparently, if you were in Italy and Europe in this area, you can bring full baguettes on a plane and they won't even question it. So that's my story, guys. Italy and North America are very different. For the record, everyone asks why I say North America, not just the US. I've lived in both Canada and the US, and that's just North America, 2 different countries, so kind of just clump it together, makes it easier for story time. And yeah, so North America, you can't bring food anywhere. Here you can. What's the problem with it? And they seem so confused when I try and tell them that this is not okay. So yeah, some fun facts for you guys. Hope you did enjoy story time. I did. Again, thanks an absolute million for... Hey Roach. I'm literally just finishing up here, so thanks for coming by. I was just saying thank you all for coming by. Hope you guys had a fun time and fun day streaming. I am going to be sending you guys... Don't worry, Roach. I will be back in 23 hours. And also, I will be streaming on my birthday, just don't know when. So June 3rd, stream 12 Eastern time, maybe? Ish. So I'm going to be sending you guys over to a good friend of mine, a great streamer and a lot of fun, Remin X, who just started streaming apparently. Let me take a quick look, make sure he's still streaming and didn't just accidentally go live and then go off it. But yeah, just gonna... Yeah, Remin is just starting up a stream, so you guys can go catch that from the beginning once he goes live. He just went officially live, so I'm going to send you guys that way. If you are on YouTube, and you do have a Twitch account, I would recommend going Twitch TV/RemenX and go checking him out. If you're on Twitch, I just rated it over, so should be pretty easy for you guys. Thanks an absolute ton for coming out, and I've had a lot of fun with you guys, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow as well, hopefully, or any time in the future. So thanks a ton.